Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Coach's Corner at Natural Heart Doctor. I'm Coach Lara. This is home of the 100-year heart. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sleep, one of my favorite topics, hopefully one of everyone's favorite topics. So let's jump in. Let me share my screen here. All right, so let's dive into sleep. So why is sleep important? Well, it's extremely important for our brain health and function. The brain really regenerates in the night when you're sleeping. So our circadian rhythm, which is our master clock, I know you've heard Dr. Wolfson talk many times about going to sleep with the sunset and waking up with the sunrise. This is our master clock, our circadian rhythm. That's how you create that. That's how we're supposed to get our rest. When you're sleeping, you are clearing out toxins. Your body has a natural process when you're sleeping to clear out those toxins. You are dreaming, which is helping you process things in multiple levels. It's engaging your entire brain when you're dreaming. It's improving your memory, your decision-making skills, your creativity. It helps to keep our emotions in control. We want to be reacting out of logic instead of emotions. Helps control our weight. It reduces disease risk when we're sleeping. So these are some of the reasons why sleep is very important for us. What are some of the things that can cause sleep deprivation? Well, sleep apnea. We've talked about that some recently, and we do have a test for sleep apnea. I recommend that you get tested if this is a concern. I don't have any symptoms of sleep apnea, but this past year I did get tested for it just to kind of see what's going on sometimes when I'm being kept up at night. So it's good to know whether you have this or not. And we do have a test for that. We can link you to that test. Pain, if you're under any kind of pain, that can cause sleep deprivation. Acid reflux is a big one for a lot of people where they're having trouble, digesting. Things are coming up when they're laying down. Snoring, that's a really big one. It's a big one in my house. I have a snoring husband who ends up being booted out a lot of times. If this is happening, he is getting better and he has been tested for sleep apnea, but for some reason, this is, something that happens. And so we make the choice when that's happening for his benefit of not getting kicked and punched and my benefit of resting, for both of us to rest, that we will split up sometimes. So that's an option. Hormones. That can be a big thing. And we do have a wonderful hormone panel that will tell you if your levels are off. That can start happening and keeping you up at night. Medications, alcohol consumption is a big one. Poor diet, big one. Pregnancy. I know when I was pregnant, getting some good rest was hard the bigger I got. Eating close to bedtime is a big one. EMF, blue light. You've heard Dr. Wolfson mention this too, and show you his blue light his glasses that he wears. So we can link you to that. You do not want the blue light from your phone, your devices, your television. All of that is coming in and is not good for you. It can cause sleep deprivation. Stress and trauma, that's a big one for a lot of people. I always call it looping. When I get stuck on something, my brain starts looping at night, and it's very hard for me to get sleep. I've also incurred, a couple of years ago, we had some issues with our daughter when she entered high school, and that caused some trauma for both her and me. And it creates neurotransmitters of stress that everything bad for me was happening at night. And so I stopped sleeping. I found an amazing therapy called EMDR, which kind of clears out those neurotransmitters that have been created, and back to sleep I went. So think about some of these issues that could be, getting in your way of getting good rest. So some signs you're not getting good quality sleep. Your productivity and performance start slipping. You're feeling extra moody or jumpy or snappy. Your appetite is up and you're gaining weight. We tend to crave things and want things we normally wouldn't eat that aren't very healthy for us when we're not getting enough sleep. Your skin starts breaking out. Your sex drive is low. Sleepy and being sleepy in the middle of the day is an issue. If you can't focus, you have a brain fog, you're having trouble concentrating. If it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, or are you waking up feeling refreshed? Sleeping in on the weekends. A lot of people think they're going to deprive themselves during the middle of the week and then catch up, so to speak, on the weekend. You can't catch up on sleep. So it's a good thing to, sleep during the week every single night. You don't want to be missing your sleep. Also, if your energy levels are changing, you should have a consistent energy. If you're exercising and doing the things that you should do, getting outside during the day, your energy levels should pretty much maintain. So what happens when you don't get enough quality sleep? You can have impaired memory. It's harder to learn new things, which, we always want to continue to grow in our mind and the things that we're taking in. So you want to be able to learn new things. Your productivity goes down, the amount of things you're able to accomplish. Your reaction time, or if you're driving, you want to be careful. You want to have a good reaction time. Your immune function can be decreased. You will have a risk of obesity, high blood pressure, heart attacks. All of these things can come into play when you're not getting enough rest. Depression, your anxiety chances go up, premature aging, and stress and trauma, like we talked about. So all of those things will get in the way and happen if you are not getting enough sleep. So how can we sleep better and longer? Well, we need to create up a good, routine, sleep hygiene, set ourselves up for getting the best night of sleep we can. And I know this is another thing you've heard Dr. Wolfson talk about. You want to sleep in a very dark room. So however you need to create that, get some blackout shades, whatever it is, to get things very dark in there. The optimal room temperatures for good sleep are between 60 to 68 degrees. You want it pretty cool so that your body will settle down. You'll sleep better. Wearing earplugs, you can do that if you have someone that is, snoring, or if there's noise that happens. I know in one home we used to live in, the thermostat was in the bedroom and it clicked, and it drove me nuts enough that we had to move it, because I will focus in on noises like that. So earplugs are a good option. I don't like things in my ears. So if noise is keeping me up, the noise will go. Reducing the EMF, as we know that EMF will disrupt your melatonin, your serotonin productions, and it causes oxidative stress. So all of those devices, everything, that we keep in our bedrooms, we need to limit those things. Minimal electricity in general, especially near our head, not having a television in the room. You want to have organic materials in your bedding, your mattress. Chemicals can cause all kinds of things that you're trying to heal your cells when you're sleeping. So you don't want to disrupt them with bedding chemicals and other things. So again, we'll link, some options for you. Your pillow. I know this is a big deal for me. I can tend to sleep wrong on the pillow and get neck issues. So I actually take the pillow to the chiropractor and he will show me the proper alignment, how we should be sleeping and laying on the pillow. I was pushing my head forward and he showed me kind of the height for my spine and where that should lie and how I should be focused in on falling asleep on it, back or side. So that's an option for you as well. Chiropractors really love to help you, with your alignment. So let's talk about some tips for getting better sleep. If you have to have a cell phone in your room, turn it on airplane mode, or I keep mine in a Faraday pouch, sometimes in airplane mode, but I have children that work out of the house late at night sometimes. And so I need them to be able to get in touch with me, or a lot of times I can't fall asleep until they are here. So a Faraday pouch or bag is a good thing that you can look up. Turning off the Wi-Fi in your house at night, great option. Magnesium before bed. Before I found magnesium or Magni 5 product, a lot of magnesium kind of upset my stomach. This one does not. It has 5 amazing forms of magnesium, great for a multitude of reasons, but I take it right before bed and it definitely helps, especially if you're sore from you've been hiking or exercising during the day. It's just a really great supplement. Getting in that consistent schedule, going to bed earlier in the night if you can, the separate bedrooms. If you have any kind of snoring or disturbance, then consider that. Essential oils are a great one. I love, the vibrant blues. It's just relaxing to put them on the bottom of your feet. and rest that way. Don't drink fluids before bed. You don't want to be getting up to go to the restroom. You can take a relaxing bath. You can wear socks. We tend to lose a lot of heat out of our feet in the evening. And I know I get cold when I'm sleeping right on my feet, and that will keep me up. So I like to put the essential oils on the bottom of my feet, put my socks over it, and go to sleep that way. The blue light glasses, we will link you to that. If you use electronics, try not to use them, so close to bedtime, giving it a couple hours if you can before, but if you are using it before bedtime, use the glasses to block that. I also love incandescent bulbs. All the new LED bulbs and everything, they emit EMF. So if you can, go back to your lamps and your lighting of incandescent bulbs. Reading is a good way to relax before bed. Not having caffeine or alcohol, both of them are stimulants and will disrupt your sleep. And again, check your hormone levels. We have a great panel for that can tell you if things are off. Some controlled breathing exercises help. Taking melatonin, I think it's a great thing, and it's very helpful cardiovascularly. You want to cycle with melatonin because it can, after a long period of time, inhibit you from making your own melatonin, which our bodies do greatly if we're setting ourselves up for success. And get outside each day. Everyone needs to be out in the sun and getting your exercise outside and just refreshing yourself, that way. So that is basically it for sleep. We will send you some links. We'll post them with this for some of the things that we recommend, but it's extremely important for you. This is one of the biggest aspects of your immune system. So we hope that this has been helpful information. Hope you have a great rest of your day.